Welcome back into the NARCh Media Center. I'm Jeremy Ellis, joined with Travis Noe, NARCh pro hockey player here, lacing him up once again, this time for the Palma Cyclones. A little bit different situation for Travis, usually on Alkali, but now in the Palma Cyclones, but playing with some guys you're somewhat familiar with.
Yeah, it's guys that I played with a couple of years ago on a Reebok team, and it's a bunch of Southern California guys that we got together for this tournament. I played with the Palma Cyclones in the winter tournament and got to know the NARCh family and kind of see what they're all about. They do so much for the sport, and they asked me to play in this tournament with them. It's in our backyard. I couldn't pass it up. So it's been awesome playing with old friends, kind of getting the old chemistry back together, and that's a new look, but it's been an exciting tournament. I've had a blast playing with these guys.
Now, I know most of the teammates that you have on your former Alkali teams are from St. Louis.
Yeah.
Compare how that St. Louis style versus your teammates from Southern California. Is it a different style of play?
It's a little bit different. The one thing about both teams is it's mostly roller hockey guys. So a lot of the St. Louis guys, play at Lindenwood, and so they play a really roller hockey, slow it down style. Some of the guys I'm playing with here on Palma play ice too. So a little bit different between California and St. Louis, but I played with a ton of them so much that we form different chemistry with different guys, so a little bit different styles, but both great hockey teams to be a part of, and I'm happy to be playing with Palma this weekend.
You mentioned to me prior to the interview that you took an elbow in the throat. It looks like they're letting you guys play a little bit more physical out there. Do you like that element in the game?
I do. I try to use my body as much as possible and use my size to my advantage whenever I can. So they've let a lot go this tournament, and I've enjoyed that. I think the less penalties, the less the game's decided by power plays, the better for everyone. You want to win the game even strength, and I think the refs have done a phenomenal job all weekend. Just letting the boys, it's a little bit smaller rink here in Huntington, but in a good way. It's made for a little bit more action in the corners, and they're letting the boys battle, so it's been fun.
So this is the 2015 NARCh Finals. Do you know how many NARCh Finals you've been to over the course of your career?
Man, I started when I was 6, so 25 years old now. I got to say, this is going on 17, 18, 19 years of coming to this tournament, and rarely missing one for the summer. So it's been a long time, and it's a thing I look forward to every summer. I've always been just a roller hockey player, so for me, this is the pinnacle of the summer. This is something I look forward to and can't wait to get out there.
So what's it like playing here close to home for the NARCh Finals? Not in Florida, not in some of the other venues that we've been to. Is it a good thing, a bad thing? What do you think?
It's just different. But it's provided the opportunity for my family to all come. I got my grandparents who haven't seen me play. Aunts and uncles came down. So, it's different not staying at a hotel with the team where you're kind of isolated for the whole tournament. I'm going back to my own place, but at the same time, cool to play in front of some friends and family. So a little bit different opportunity this summer, but I'm liking it. I'm having a blast with it.
So I'm going to put you on the spot here, ask you a couple quick questions. Just give me the first answer that comes to mind. Toughest defenseman for you to go against?
Oh, wow. I'm lucky to be playing on his team this weekend. But typically, if I have to go against Brett Ollinger, maybe not a name that a lot of people would associate with, but I got to throw him out there because I think the kid reads the game better than anyone, and he knows me well enough that I can never get a step on him. So he's just so impressive. I think both offensively and defensively. There's a ton of great defensemen out there. Ralph Rodriguez has been a staple defenseman for a long time, and he's always tough to go against, but I'll have to give the nod to Oli. I'm lucky to be playing with him this weekend, I'll put it that way.
Best passer?
Rob Alexander, hands down.
Hands down.
Hands down. There are other guys out there who have great vision, Junior Cadiz, obviously, great touch with the puck, but for me, as far as chemistry-wise goes, no one's found me in spaces like Rob has. Over the years, we've played together a ton. He's played with me on Reebok, Alkali, and he's now playing with me this weekend. And I got to say, just the kid has a feel for the game, and he sees lanes that I don't think everyone else sees. And so for me, I love playing with him, and I'd say he's the best passer of ball now.
Now, when you get one of those passes from Rob, who's that one goalie that you have to think twice about before you shoot it that just gives you fits?
Man, Redmond's always been a tough one for me. I think a lot of guys would say that, and I'll have to throw Leggett out there too. I go against him when he plays for Canada at IHF, and the guy seems to stand on his head almost every tournament. So those two for sure pop out to me. It's just, gosh, they look so big in the net. So those two guys are pretty tough to shoot on.
If you don't mention Leggett, he might chop you in the next game, right?
That's what I'm worried about, so I had to throw him a little shot out there.
All right, thanks, guys. Stay tuned. More coming up here from the NARCh Media Center throughout the 2015 NARCh Finals.